So let's speak with Dr. Gertrude Chimeka Anyawoke, who's an infectious disease specialist. She joins us via Skype from Baton Rouge, Los Angeles, in the United States. Thank you for joining us today. Well, we'd like to start with global trends. Great to have you. Let's start with global trends. And it appears as though the race to vaccine has been won by Russia. In fact, President Putin said that his daughter had taken the vaccine and she's doing fine. Well, how does that hit you?
Well, whenever we hear that a vaccine has been produced against this deadly virus, we can only be happy because it's like we're moving forward in terms of getting one over the virus. However, we have to be very careful. We have to be very, very careful because there are rules that are set in place even before this vaccine, this COVID-19, where you think about the guidelines and the regulations. You have to follow those rules. Usually you test a hypothesis, you do test tube, and then you go into animal trials, and then you go into human trials. With the human trials, you have to do phase 1, phase 2, and then phase 3. Phase 1 is a smaller set of people that you get in, and to find out, a lot of times you try to find the efficacy and the safety. As far as I know, the Russian vaccine hasn't been through phase 3. Usually you have to get the vaccine through phase 3 with a larger set of population, thousands of people, before you can come out and actually register that as a good candidate vaccine for whatever illness. We understand that the need to rush through this stuff, but we have to be very careful because if we don't make sure that that vaccine is safe and efficacious for the purpose, we just may be defeating the purpose.
You know, there's a medical side to this and the political side also. And the big question for a lot of us is, how does Africa play into all of this, really?
And that's a very good question. As far as I know, and I'm going to speak about Nigeria because that's, I'm originally from Nigeria.
Yeah.
I do not know any preparations that we've made in terms of maneuvering and being part of all these candidate vaccines that we've heard of. A lot of governments all over the world are putting in a lot of unprecedented funding and research into the different vaccine candidates. I know at least 139 vaccines that are being touted, and about 26 of them are in phase 1, and I think we have about 6 of them in phase 3. I do not know any one of them that Nigeria is involved with. We need to strategize ourselves into getting be part of the people that are being considered for vaccination when this gets available. And so I think Africa is way behind in terms of this.
We'd like to thank you so much, Dr. Gertrude Chimeka Anyawoke, an infectious disease specialist. Thank you for your thoughts today.
Thank you for having me.